Hey guys, what's up? So I am doing another video today, back to back. That's crazy. This one is more like an entrepreneurial type series, okay? Or people who have a vision, or people who are looking to take whatever it is that they want to do to the next step. Now, the thing about vision is that it requires obviously you to be first and foremost kind of like the head of it, right? So if it's your vision and it's something you want to be the head of it, and vision will have to change, just like in real life your vision will be obscured by what's in front of you, right? So right now you see me clearly, but as I get closer and closer you don't see me. Your vision is obscured. It's being pushed aside to what's here. Okay, this is the vision. And when you create whatever your blueprint is, sometimes you'll involve other people, and that's very likely that you'll have other people as part of the plans. So I'm going to try to use an analogy, and if you could bear with me, of what a vision could be like. And not only that, but what happens if all of the pieces to the puzzle isn't there. Okay, so let's just imagine an eagle, just as an example, an eagle. Okay, so we have an eagle, let's say from the chest all the way to the head, and this is the beginning basis of this vision. Okay, and then let's imagine, one side of the wing as another person, and the other side of the wing as another person. And then let's imagine the feathers that are in between as multiple people. And let's imagine the belly and the legs and the claws as other people. And everything and every person has a function, and this eagle will soar when everything is running together, because everybody's working in unison. Now, that will be perfect and that's ideal. And of course, if you understand the analogy, we could soar as high as we possibly can, being an eagle, when everything is all together and united. The issue happens when you're flying and one of your wings get clipped. Okay, so now this side is trying to flap. An eagle is heavy and strong, and so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And then you take out the claws of the eagle, so they can't even feed themselves. So you take out the claws, they can't grab any fish or any food, so they won't be able to feed themselves, so they don't have the sustenance. And then lo and behold, this wing is just doing so much work that it just gets tired and gives up, or this atrophy. And now there's no wing for this eagle to fly, no legs or claws for it to grab onto food for sustenance, and there's nothing in the belly for it to serve its purpose, because there's no food or sustenance being provided. And all you have is the original idea, this vision, which is the head. And so it doesn't mean that it won't serve its purpose anymore. It just won't serve that purpose. And so this is where, as business people, you kind of have to pivot. And so, okay, well, I still have a head. I can blink. I can probably communicate. um, I can be brought somewhere. I can still use that other gimpy wing to maybe to kind of move around and still peck down and get some food. So I can pivot, and then I can become something else that I am now built for. And then there's that point in time where everything just disseminates, and there's nothing else for that eagle to survive, and eventually it just rottens out and dies. And that is when a new vision, a new plan, a new goal has to be written up. And then this time you just get a little tighter. So this time you say, okay, man, I don't know, because I used to rely on the wings, and I used to rely on the claws, and so what else can I design? What else can I create that's going to be a little bit more efficient, being a little bit more self-sustainable? And that's basically how the blueprints go when it comes to businesses. Now, it'll be great if, like the original blueprint of creating this majestic eagle with the wings and the claws and the chest and the stomach and the beak and the flying all soar together, so that in unison you can all get to where you need to go. But the problem is, that's not reality. In reality, you know, people are gonna kind of fall off. People are gonna get tired. People are not gonna see the same vision that the head sees. People are gonna just get weary. They're gonna get tired, and they just fall off. You know, not everybody is made to be the head, and that's okay. But together, it will be awesome to be propelling to where you need to go. But when it all falls apart and everybody leaves, this is where the head has to pivot, has to change, and that's cool, because what it does, it provides you as a human being the ability to know how far you can stretch. It provides the ability for you to know, you know, how far people will actually go. It'll provide you with the understanding of, you know, how many people are actually built to go towards this vision. And again, there's nothing wrong with those feathered wings and the ripped off claws. You know, it just wasn't for them, and so everything kind of just falls to the wayside. But you as an entrepreneur, you could be, you don't even have to be an entrepreneur. You could be someone in an office, you know, who's doing just this work, but you have a vision and a mindset to be more in that company. Well, this is your opportunity to pivot, to know, okay, well, what do I need to adjust to? What do I need to build in order to soar? And this is why, you know, there's that old cliche, you know, that phrase that people say, you know, if you want something right, you just do it yourself. And while that is actually true, okay, that is true, I'm not going to deny that, it's just not feasible, because trying to do everything by yourself, yes, you can get to your point B, don't get me wrong. From A to B, you can. Um, but it's just better, easier when you have like-minded people, with the same goals, with the same intentionalities, with the same vision, with the same objectives, and the same purpose, going towards one direction. You will be unstoppable. And just conversely, that's why our country is in disarray, because uh, you have broken wings and claws and beaks all over the place, because no one is working in unison. And so it's evident, and it's proof in the pudding, that when people do not work as a team and fall apart, everything falls apart. But when people do work together as a team towards one common goal, it's literally unstoppable, the things that we can do. So for all of you entrepreneurs out there, or all of you visionaries, all of you people who might be having issues in your company, whether it's a corporate company, a mama pop shop, um, it, it, you have to be the one to kind of take it in stride, rethink and rebuild, reevaluate, so that you can take this whole reassessment and then go right back out there into the market. Because even if other people fall off the wagon, it doesn't mean that you need to. And this is where your leadership, this is where your stick to itiveness, this is where your power really lies. And that is in getting punched, getting kicked, getting elbow, getting kneed, is not going to keep you down. And that's the whole beauty of the fight system, I believe. And that's why I'm so drawn to it, is because fighting is ultimately that last primitive thing that we have that says, I'm going to survive. And if you just don't have the wherewithal or the want or the need to survive, you'll fall by the waistline as well. So just remember, guys, everything that you do should have a purpose, and then let that purpose keep on going. All right. So when you rebuild or you reconstruct that new blueprint, you'll know it'll be stronger because it's been tried and tested over here, and then it's been modified so that we know that this one can work. And then there's going to be chinks in this armor also, but it's going to be stronger than this one. And then we'll find out what that is, and we'll find out who are the people who just can't go beyond this capacity, and so on. And then we rebuild. And that's really what it is. And as a matter of fact, aside from business and everything, that is life. You rebuild, you rebuild, you rebuild, you rebuild. This is what you're called to do. And if you're purpose driven, the purpose is going to be that one underlying thing that's just going to really keep you in that hope alive in order for you to accomplish what it is that you were created for. All right, guys. So that's all I have for today. Again, reach out to me if you want. And by all means, please share this to anyone that you think might need to hear it. All right. Peace.